Solomon, and you say, yo, like a true soldier, soul is Solomon, yo.
Hi guys, we are back again, Chaley. Today we are in Mamelodi, a city in Pretoria. It is one of the oldest cities in Pretoria, and here to learn the history, the culture, and everything this place has to give us. So yes, you are coming along with us. Let's go.
So this is the Princess Takeover, and we are currently here. We are exploring the old city here in Pretoria. I'm super excited that I get to learn the history of South Africa. I get to hear the history of Pretoria. So I hope you enjoy watching this vlog with us. Bye.
So my name is Abraham, ne?
I am Abraham.
But here in the township they call me Abza. So
Abza.
You can all call me Abza. Welcome to Mamelodi, guys. Mamelodi, the city of dreams, the home of champions. Those who follow football, they will know.
Mamelodi, sundown.
Yo, you know, it's in the map, ne? The city of champions, Mamelodi Sundowns, one of the paramount political figures that is known in South Africa. He's late. He was hanged in 1979. So the people of Mamelodi decided to honor him with this pinicid, and then they combined the Solomon Mahlangu Square with what used to be called as now is City of Tshwane, but that was old Mamelodi Municipal Office. So the story of Mamelodi Municipal Office and the story of Solomon Mahlangu, they saw it befitting to put them together so that they can honor the fallen heroes, because except Solomon Mahlangu never died here. He died at Koshimampuru, but the Mamelodi massacre of 1985 happened here where we are standing. So the people were shot here, they were killed here. There's a huge, what I can call it's a sacred place of political significance to the history and the people of Mamelodi. Amphitheater, you can see. Yeah. So the idea was, when you make a square, you must make something like this. When you have your cultural events, you can all sit here. You can have your group of dancers and performers, or community visitors or meeting. So something that is significant to the royalty or to the clan of Mahlangu, of which they are from Ibukosini. Okay? And then as we pass here, there are little poles, guys, but our story still goes back to what I said is very sad about the story of Solomon, because Solomon died for the youth, but the youth instead they have vandalized some of this pinicid. But you are going to see some poles. Those poles, they've got names of the fallen heroes. The fallen heroes, I mean those people who died in November 1985 massacre. So they are still looking for other people. So you'll find some of the poles, they don't have names. So I think they've got a verification committee or something like that. So if they've got those names, they will put them there. But you'll read around when you go around a little caption stories of what happened around here. Solomoni, yo, oh, Solomoni, yo. You must feel the rhythm. Soja, wemkondo wesi. Awobulala mabunu aseka. Literally meaning he was an MK soldier, and he was the one who was responsible for liberating us, killing the whites, the colonialists, the Boers of Africa. Ne? Bon, let's start it again. I'm saying, Solomon, and you say, yo, like a true soldier. Soul is Solomon. Yo, Solomon, yo, Solomon, yo, Solomon. isoja yomkondo wesizwe yola bulala mapone Afrika uSolomoni yo Solomon yo Solomon yo Solomon. This place, I told you when we left Solomon Mahlangu that we are going to Motung African Heritage Site. Ne? So Ntate Mabena is going to take over.
My name is Ntata Buletseke Kebisaka Mabena. I'm a traditional medicine practitioner. I'm an environmentalist. My practice and belief system is IKS, Indigenous Knowledge. Why I preach about indigenous knowledge, it is because I want to emphasize that there is this tendency when it's Heritage Month, we tend to wear indigenous clothes and talk our language. After that we go back to the colonizers' language. A little bit of this history, the history about this area, we are on top of Makhalis Mountain. This is the strip of the mountain start from Rustenburg. It's a mountain that is having quite a number of information in terms of plants. It's a mountain that is having a very powerful history in terms of wars. And as well is a place that we as indigenous knowledge holders, we take it very serious as a sacred place. Like any other place, other places have caves, they don't have mountains. Other places have sea, they don't have mountains. Other places have oceans and so forth. But these places like these are very, very important that to take care of them. We can talk a big English, have a hell of an English and talk about climate change. But if we don't know exactly how to preserve and protect using an indigenous ways of preserving our natural, what you call places, we will always be confronted by this so-called climate change. This area, as you entered down there, it was a dumping area. But it took me, and collectively with it, not forgetting the community that I live in. Why I converted this place into what it is, as I said, it's a sacred place. This place is played a very important role, religiously, culturally, politically, and otherwise. Initiation schools. Politically, I'm a former member of Umkhonto Wesizwe. I survived quite a number of things. I was tortured by security forces around between 80 and 85. The worst part of, they came and beat the hell out of me just around here and left me half dead. I was picked up by an old man who took me home. Well, I was a nuisance to the oppressor, of course. But I survived. That was around 80s. I survived. I sat down with myself. Then came the dream from my grandfather who said to me, "You remember the place where you were brutally interrogated by security forces?" I said, "Yes." "Where?" He told me. He said, "Go and clean that place where there is a dumping site." I didn't understand the grandfather. You know, I'm not a dream analyst. sometimes dreams are so mathematical. And I came to this mountain, I stood around here and watched this place being filthy. And I said, wow, what am I going to do? My grandfather said I must come and build him a house. When you see that tree,
There's something inside there.
this tree, you can see it's like there's a fruit there. That fruit is very important. How did our people manage that? How our elders knew that this is a poisonous plant or this is not the poisonous plant, especially for healing purposes. Our people used to study the animals, what animals eat. So it's very, there are plants that we are sharing with animals. Very nutritious, like that oknapur.
What's the name?
Strychinos. Strychino. Strychino. Yeah,
Is the fruit edible?
Yeah, it's an edible fruit.
Okay.
But it's not yet ripe.
This art gallery has got 3 halls. This is the first hall where I share with the artists that I worked with and some of the artists that has exhibited here before. Like one of the Americans was here from Washington in 2016. He exhibited in this hall. And there's the second hall, which is dedicated to my family, and the main hall is at the back. To start with this first hall, I made a research about Mamelodi. These are the blue ones, framed with the blue. The research about Mamelodi, and it started with taking a research from the early days when Mamelodi was not Mamelodi yet. It was still known as Vlakfontein, and this area was a farming place. So Paul Kruger in 1948 bought this area predominantly to build the first township around the city of Tshwane. And he started buying the place from these farmers here, as you can see there. This were the farming area. And then the first structure that he has built is this structure, which is called the Eerste Fabriek. As you know, there's a station called Eerste Fabriek, which was named after this bricklaying fabric. In order to build something, you need the bricks. So he started by creating the bricklaying fabric. From there now, the first structure was the Mamelodi Rondavels, which is towards the west, which is called the Mamelodi Rondavels. And this was the early days during the constructions. And this were the inspectors coming to inspect the place. And the finished structure was like this, which is a horseshoe kind of structure. Then people started to stay in the structure. Then by announcing that this thatch-roofed houses will be dilapidating in 25 years, the people started to feel that they will be left out, and hence the first territory in Mamelodi against them to be removed back to the rural areas. And after that territory, the permanent structures came in. This is the first area where house number 1 in Mamelodi is. And the area is called A1. It's in the west.
Oh.
So I'm currently on an exhibition.
You're on exhibition?
Yeah.
Oh, what's your name?
My name is Ephraim.
Okay.
So I'm an artist.
Yeah.
I do abstract art. I do portraits. and also I'm still experimenting on other materials.
Wow.
Yeah.
So these are your
This
your
is my
work.
works.
Oh, this is very nice. I really like this.
Thanks.
How long does it take you to make something like this?
This one, okay, it depends on the materials.
Okay.
So this one is oil on canvas.
Oil canvas, okay.
Yeah, and oil takes time to dry.
To dry.
So the process of work can take you up to a month.
Wow. Lovely. Which is your favorite here?
Oh, my favorite.
Yeah, show me your favorite.
This one is my favorite.
This one is your favorite. Why is it your favorite?
To be honest, it's a simplicity, you know.
It's a very simple.
It's so simple.
Oh, I didn't notice. It's made of cardboard.
Yeah, it's a different materials.
Oh, okay.
So it's a newspaper in a card box, and also well bent.
Okay.
Yeah.
I came from Sydney. When I arrived home, because I traveled for about 18 hours, connecting to come here for 18 hours.
Wow.
So my socks were like smelly. And my wife said, keep them outside, please. Then I took those socks outside. The following morning, I decided to make a pinty, and I used them for an ox stripe there.
Wow.
Those are my...
Your socks.
Yes, my socks, and please don't touch it because I didn't wash it. What do you say?
We're about to end our day with lunch because we are so hungry. I'm so hungry. I can't wait to eat. So yeah, this is going to end this vlog. I'm going to enjoy myself here. So whenever you're around this area and you tour this place, this is also another restaurant you can come. Us to the end of this vlog. Gift, come.
Yes.
So Gift is here from this city, Pretoria. What's the name of this town?
So we are in Mamelodi Township today.
Yeah.
That is translated into Mother of Melodies.
That's what it means.
Mamelodi.
Mamelodi.
Yeah, Mother of Melodies. And this is a township that has got great history, as they've seen. We've been vlogging the whole day. And it's one of those places where rich in culture, rich in credibility. It's well known out there. So, yeah.
Alright. So guys, we ended the day with some ice cream, locally made ice cream, syrup and water. This was a good one. I had a strawberry first, and that's what I'm still having. One thing about South Africa weather, I mean, look at the glow. Just look at the glow. This brings us to the end of this vlog. I hope you